On WMAL, where Washington comes to talk. Coming up this morning, Mark Krikorian. Talk about immigration with him at 8:05. And at 8:35, Sagar Enjeti, White House correspondent for the Daily Caller. President traveling around the country, also handling a big storm that just hit Florida. It's moving our way. We'll get into all the details straight ahead. I'm Vince Colonnese alongside Mary Walter.
Good morning, and joining us in studio, Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch. Tom, great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you joining us. So, Judicial Watch, once again, I see these headlines and I think, I have to check. This must be an old story because Judicial Watch uncovered more of Hillary's emails, and that can't possibly be a news story because they've got them all already. But you keep getting these emails from Hillary Clinton's, from her server that have either previously been not turned over or that were classified. You're finding all sorts of things. How many emails did you get this time, and what did you find in them?
We got a bunch of emails, about 288 pages of additional emails, and we've been getting them in dribs and drabs. And as you noted, these are the emails that were about yoga, the ones that she didn't turn over to the State Department, the 33,000 deleted emails that the FBI magically was able to either recover by undeleting the material or finding them elsewhere. And they include classified information about Northern Ireland. They include sensitive information about CIA operations in Afghanistan. They show Sidney Blumenthal, who is kind of a shady character associated with the Clinton world, who was so bad the Obama White House didn't want him working at the State Department, nevertheless was secretly advising Hillary Clinton, including sending her classified information because we couldn't get the information because it's classified in the email she sent us, or the State Department sent to us. And on top of that, you also have Bill Clinton writing her speeches as well, or helping draft her speeches. So it was all hands on deck for Hillary Clinton. And, you know, these emails show classified information generally. Prior information we've received show the interplay of the Clinton Foundation getting favors for donors and others through the State Department. And you got to wonder why it is this Justice Department is still sitting on this issue, at least legally, in terms of not prosecuting her. We got evidence after evidence, pieces of evidence showing that she mishandled her classified information on her server, and no prosecution.
I mean, she would have had to be a pretty incompetent Secretary of State to be incapable of determining that classified information was being mishandled on her private email server. I mean, she'd have to be practically brain dead to not realize that. And that's why it was so weird when James Comey came out, forgave all the behavior, of course, and subsequently you say you've not even received any inkling or any hint that prosecutors are taking a serious look at the way this was handled.
You know, that's to me the big question. I don't understand why the media doesn't pursue this. Is what is Jeff Sessions and Director Wray's position on what Comey and Lynch did in terms of not prosecuting Hillary Clinton? And they agree that the law could be upended the way they did and no prosecutions occur. Are they going to prosecute her, or do they agree with Comey's lawless approach, giving her a get-out-of-jail-free card? Complete silence. And to me, in this case, silence means complicity.
But Cheryl Mills is mentioned in this. Some of these emails went back and forth with Cheryl Mills. But wasn't Cheryl Mills given immunity? Was Lynch given immunity? I mean, I know the FBI was handing out, the DOJ under Obama was handing out immunity to pretty much all the players in this email saga, except for Hillary. I don't think she got immunity in anything. So why not go forward with this? Because everybody's got immunity.
Well, I don't think they were given immunity in the general sense that you may believe, Mary. I think it was limited immunity for particular testimonies. But if Cheryl Mills and Yuma Abedin also knew and approved of, and of course, you know, Abedin had an email system on this server which also had classified information on it, that classified information was being mishandled in this way, they may have liability as well, so they don't have immunity. And that's one of the reasons I think they don't want to move against Hillary Clinton, because there are a lot of other people they'd have to move against over this extreme mishandling of classified information. Remember, dozens of emails, dozens of pieces of information, including, we already know, 20 plus emails that include the highest levels of classification were present on this server. And she had an obligation personally to make sure this was done. She had what is called original classification authority. So you are supposed to be able to analyze immediately what comes in and out and classify it and protect it or otherwise. And the email shows she didn't give a rat's tail about that
Right.
when warned about it.
And she has senior staff who are moving information from classified environments into unclassified environments and communicating it with her on, again, a private server, which seemed pretty susceptible to cyber attack. I know you're battling the government actively. I mean, it's not just getting these documents out yesterday. You have court hearings, what, today and tomorrow? What's going on here?
Yeah, 2 Clinton email court hearings. One today on this effort to get all of these emails. The government hasn't turned them all over to us, the State Department. There's information that's withheld. We may have to fight to get that additional information out of them. For instance, what were her communications with Barack Obama? I don't think we've seen any of that. And then tomorrow we have a case in our Benghazi investigation, which has been impacted by this because Hillary's emails. We're asking for her testimony under oath in person. So the judge finally is going to take a look at that tomorrow and see what next. It isn't over for Hillary Clinton.
I love that. I love that it's not over for Hillary Clinton, because I think most of us figure, nothing's going to come of this. It's old. She's not president. Who cares? Come on. I don't know why you're bothering with this. She's not president.
Yeah,
Trump,
that's an argument for government
Well,
secrecy.
she's a powerful politician
Yeah.
who's now advocating and inciting violence this week. So I think there always needs to be accountability for the powerful in this town.
All right, we've got more with Tom Fitton coming up, 7:43 on WMAL.